Hey, Dork. So, I'm just out being with the birds for a little while. Just enjoying a little chicken therapy. And you might be interested in a little bit of commentary. Some folks just like watching the chickens, and that's very nice. But let me editorialize here just a little bit. For the curious, I'll talk a little bit about who we are. That's the Mediterranean Pacific Rim flock over there, and the American and English speaking breeds up there. This is the continental breeds, where pretty much all my non-Mediterranean European birds have wound up. It's a lot of French and German breeds. There's also some Dutch and Danish breeds, and some other Nordic ones as well that are going to be moving to their own flock soon. But I don't know, maybe you see a bird you like and you're interested in getting more of them, you want to know what it is, let me just talk a little bit about him. So that's Dork. He's an English Dorking. We call him one of the expatriates who lives here. He worked his way into this flock more than a year ago, and I've just let him stay. He gets bullied a bit, but he does okay. Let's see here. That's Jaerhon right there. He's a Norwegian Jaerhon rooster. Johan the Jaerhon. He's moving to the Nordic flock when their house is done. That's a Jaerhon hen. She's super sweet. They fly very, very well. Excuse me. But they haven't been flying out of here. They flew after they got out of the brooder for a little while, but they've fully integrated with their flock. They're very happy here. That's a little gold-spangled Hamburg, and right next to them is Hans, our Bielefelder boy. That's a Swedish 55. 55 flowery hen, not to be confused with a Fletcher, thank you. Not to be confused with a Swedish flower hen. Different breed. The 55s are an auto-sexing breed that were developed in Sweden through a state government project, I think in the 70s, but maybe sometime between the 50s and the 70s. But anyhow, they're a nice auto-sexing breed. That's Vivienne. I think that's Vivienne. She's a Father Martin, French breed. That's a little Lakenvelder hen. That's a silver Lakenvelder. Big fan of them. This is La Flèche hen. I guess most of these are pullets, actually. Most of them are less than a year old. Here's another spangled Hamburg. Hi, baby. Gold spangled. That's a little Crevecoeur. That may be Pomp, or that may be Femme de Barbe. Yeah, with the big beard, I think that's the bearded lady there. Femme de Barbe. That little one there is Mon Petit, my little. She is one of our first black copper Marans, and she is quite petite. You can tell she's from a hatchery because of her size. There's a Welsummer gal back there. Another La Flèche lady. The one crowing here is Fletcher, our La Flèche roux. They've got the V comb, and another old French breed. There's a Barnevelder that just ran up and joined us. There's one of my black copper Marans. I think that is Francois. He came from Alchemist Farm. And back there is Boudreaux. He came from a local breeder. He's a Swede. Let's see here. That is one of, we have a trio of moss eggers, which is a nice green egg laying breed from Alchemist Farm. That is supposedly a Barbazoo hen, but I have my doubts. I had some miscommunication or lack of communication with that breeder, so I'm just Just not sure, but we'll see. I'm getting some other barbezoos here in the spring from a breeder that I have a better feeling about. That is one of our 2 Dutch brown leghorns. It's actually a very pretty breed. Let's see here. That's Pomp right there. That's Pomp. And these bare spots you can see are where they've been visited too frequently by the roosters. That can be a real problem. That's one of the reasons why I thinned up these roosters. I just couldn't delay it any longer, and by thinning them I mean that I moved them to the rooster paddock. We didn't send them off to freezer camp or something like that. All our birds have lifelong employment as long as their quality of life is good and they're not suffering or anything like that. That's another Mossegger. That's another Jaerhon. That's another supposed barbezoo, so we shall see. That little one right there, I adore her. That is a little silver Crevecoeur, and right there is a red Crevecoeur. And I got them from Ideal Hatchery. I like them a lot. They're kind birds. They're personable. They're good layers of smallish tinted eggs. But Ideal no longer carries them, which makes me really sad. They stopped carrying them this year. I found one other hatchery that has them, but they're strictly mail order only, minimal online presence, and so I'm not quite sure. And the Crevecoeur, the silver one, whom I enjoy so much, she also has a little bit of a, for lack of a better word, a tumor on her lower jaw. We've been keeping an eye on it. It doesn't seem to be bothering her. At first I thought maybe it was an abscess or something, but it's not. So I'm a little worried about that. That's probably a disqualifier for breeding, unfortunately. But you know, I'm just keeping an eye on her, making sure that she's healthy and not in pain. And you know. So anyhow, let's see. In the back is a blue Maran, blue Maran hen. And who else is in here? Barnevelder, German breed, black copper Maran, Mossegger, Faverolles, Swedish 55, a little Wyandotte. She's been in here for about a year. She worked her way in early on, and I just never separated her. She does great, little Winnie. Clean-legged cuckoo Marans from Meyer Hatchery. Appenzeller Spitzhauben, golden variety or cream-colored. They were just added on. It's not a breed that I would have ordered, but they've actually kind of won me over. They're not great layers, but they're good foragers. They're very active. They don't consume a lot of resources. Actually, Linus here has been their best representative. He's a Spitzhauben Roux. I've got 2 Spitzhauben Roux, Linus and Crooked Toe. They both live in the rooster house, but Linus comes out every day, and then at night he hops back up in the mulberry tree. But they've been really nice ambassadors of their breed. Beautiful black copper Marans lad. Hi, that is Francois. Bonjour. Hello. Hi, Pomp. What are you doing? Burp, 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 burp. She can be chatty. It's early in the morning. She's out on breakfast patrol. Hi, Pomp. You okay? Pomp has that V-comb similar to the Flèche. She's a Crevecoeur, broken heart. It's an old French breed. And I can definitely understand how she could be a heartbreaker. She is so sweet. Let's see here. That's mostly every birdie. Who else have we got here? We actually have 3 little Crevecoeur hens. There's Pomp and Femme de Barbe, and I'm not sure where the other gal is. Oh, there she is. Hello, mademoiselle. Bonjour. Let's see here again. Lakenvelder. They're a neat little breed. Welsummer. Bielefelder, Mossegger, Welsummer, Hamburg. Let's see what's going on in the nesting box. Oh, you girls need more straw today. Oh, a little ice ball hen, Martine here. Really wants to sit. Apparently everybody loves the one nesting box. So there's 3 hens competing for here. 1 hen, 2 hen, red hen, blue hen, Martin Silverrud hen. Silverrud's the developer of the ice bar, I think, if memory serves me well. I need to come back and take a look here in a minute and see what that trio has put in there. But anyhow, all right. Excuse me. I hope you're off to a great Happy New Year. That floppy comb, that's the other Dutch brown single comb leghorn. Single comb leghorn. They're, I would say, the prettiest of the leghorns, though I have seen a Bielefelder pattern, like on a Dussel, on a leghorn pattern that's just gorgeous, but they're not really available commonly from your average hatchery. But anyhow, have a happy, I hope your Happy New Year is going well. Have a great day. And if you like these videos, let me know. Feel free to follow the farm on Instagram and like our Facebook page. It's at Broad Shoulders Farm everywhere. And take care. Bye-bye.